Yep, 5 years. So I should probably wait for more people come here so I can do the Q&A. And also, I'll be doing it on my phone. I'm actually recording this on my computer, and I won't be deleting this live stream in case anyone misses it. But I typically delete my streams. And if I look like I'm tired, it's because I am hella tired right now. I probably will not be answering any questions from Instagram since the notifications have since been long gone. But at least I have TikTok.
Just today.
Okay. And so my voice sounds weird. It's because I have a cold too. And a sore throat. Alright, so can anybody comment like hi or anything to make sure that everyone's watching? Like just comment something. And also I'm here with one of my Furbies. I actually have a couple Furbies on my desk. So here's Saturn. And then I've got Charcoal. Here's Charcoal with a bow tie. And this one's unnamed, but it's the Easter Furby. And I think she is so pretty. Oh god, I feel like I'm drunk. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the YouTube ones. And ignore how fat I am in this. I've been gaining a lot of weight. Anyway, so which is your favorite Furby? I don't really have a favorite Furby, if anything. I don't really have a specific favorite, but I sometimes favor one of them and then favor the other one. Like it could change, but I guess for now it's Saturn because I just got him like last week. And I think he's absolutely adorable. I love him. But my favorite generation of Furbies, if speaking my favorite Furby, is Generation 2, which is the 2005 ones. The 2005 era, which are currently my shelf. I only own 3 of them since they're pretty expensive. Who is my oldest dollar Furby? I'm guessing by year or generation. But my oldest Furbies, I don't really have a specific oldest one since I have multiple of the first gen ones. So technically the oldest Furbies I have are the 1998 ones. Like the first wave of generation 1 with the witch's cat, church mouse, snowball, the ones with like the basic colors. Yeah, for Baby Lives, the oldest one I own is the 1994, I think. It's from 1994, but it's the Juice and Cookies. And this one's a more obscure one. I see no one talking about the Juice and Cookies doll or do videos on her. I mean, it seems like I'm like one of the few people who did. And I still currently have her. I'm probably not going to sell her or anything since I think she's kind of cute. Alright, so someone entered in like 3 questions. So, So this user said, "What was your inspiration to start this channel?" I was inspired by actually a lot of people, like multiple people. I was inspired by some Furby YouTubers back then, if you don't know about it. But there was such thing as animation memes, where people would just like loop. It's like animation loops to a song, that type of thing. And back then there were like Furby animation memes, like if you know Furbalicious Furby Girl, that type of thing. Oh my gosh, I used to be obsessed with Furbalicious Furby Girl, and I still follow her on Instagram for her art, and it has improved a lot. Like Furbalicious, she's well known for their Furby animations back back in like 2015, 2016. So some Furby channels, but I'm also inspired by Baby Life channel. I was inspired by Baby Life channels at the time. So the ones that I was inspired by was Kelly Maple, even though she's no longer part of the community, but I'm happy for her. The community's toxic, and plus, I think her art is amazing with considering with Reborns. I mean, Reborns are technically art, so I do follow her, still follow her and stuff since I like her artwork. It's cool. I was also inspired by Dashi and Wolf Girl, and I'm actually mutuals with her, and she's a pretty cool person. Wolf Girl's super cool, and she was one of my inspirations for content creation and artwork. I like. And also there were a few other channels. I think there was also the Toy Heroes back when they used to do BF content, but now they just. Last time I checked, they only do Roblox now. But the Toy Heroes were known for Baby Life stuff. And there was Baby Life channel, but they haven't been really been that active as of lately. Oh, I was also really inspired by Fun and Baby Life. I still follow them and watch their videos sometimes. And they're still quite active to this day. And I'm seeing some comments. And by the way, I will not be answering questions in the, from the chat. I'm only answering the ones that were submitted. And what did I get? Ari, they're talking about my cute hairstyles doll, my brunette cute hairstyles doll, and I named her Ari. So I got Ari like 2-ish years ago. Yeah, like about 2. That's when I got her. And I actually got her from a thrift store. She came with her original clothes, but she was balding. Like apparently her head was probably not glued properly. Like there wasn't any glue, so it just kept falling off when you tried to style it. And it was crazy. And I currently got another cute hairstylist up from the thrift store that has the same problem, but I'm currently customizing her into a scene kid. And when I get to Baby Vibes, I got into them sometime in 2015, 2000, maybe late 2014. I remember it was like around 2015 is when I first got into them. And I'm still into them, but I'm just no longer part of the community as a whole and probably will not return. Okay. Which was my favorite. As I said, I don't really do favorites. And how many dolls I have? Over 90 of them, but I'm in the process of selling them, even though I haven't been doing so because I keep procrastinating. And a favorite video I've posted, I don't really have a favorite video since all of them are cringe. I've been in the process of privating all of my stuff that I don't really want on my account anymore because they involve like bodily fluids and whatnot, or my said a slur there. I've already like removed all the videos from existence that used slurs that I could not reclaim. And I didn't know they were not reclaimable since I was stupid. Or just no one told me. But now I know that they're not reclaimable and I kind of feel ashamed of it. So, but I've also said slurs I can reclaim or just at least been affected by. Or just part of that minority group that is affected by. So, but it's probably still best I delete those two. So yeah, I don't really have a favorite. So let's go to the TikTok ones. I no longer have the Instagram one, so sorry if you posted it on Instagram. Alright, so it seems like that the chat's pretty calm right now. Okay, who was my first Furby if I still have it? My first Furby was actually a Furby baby, the peachy one with. Sorry, I have a stuffy nose. Excuse me. It was the peachy Furby baby with all pink fur, a white belly, and a yellow colored tufted hair and tail. But I no longer have her. I got her when I was a baby, actually. Like, I thought I got her when I was 4, but I found photos of the Furby, that exact Furby that's right next to me when I was a baby. Well, obviously, it was too young to play with it, so it was just sitting there in my crib. And I wish I still had her. She is adorable. She's really pretty. But it's since been donated like a long time ago. Like I don't know how many years at this point, but it was definitely like a while back. Wish I still had her, but I could probably try purchasing that for me with my birthday money, and also today's my birthday, as it says in the title. If I come across them for a good price on Mercari, then I will purchase her, and I will have to decide what to name her. But I wish I had her. She's so pretty. So that was my first Furby. Alright, so what was my first collection? I don't know. Wasn't really into collecting, but I was just more into getting toys and play with them. But I guess maybe Littlest Pet Shop. I used to have a bunch of Littlest Pet Shop toys along with like play sets when I was a kid. I was a toddler when I got them, and I used to play with them. But I don't really have most of them anymore, but I do have this cat one and then this monkey one. I still have a feeling around somewhere, and I also have this one that can actually move its legs. I recently just replaced its batteries, and I'm glad it still works. It kind of looks like it's working. Yeah, so I still have this one that can actually walk on its own, which is pretty neat. Okay. Or could have been Calico Critters. I used to be obsessed with Calico Critters. And I got some from the thrift store recently since I thought they were pretty cute. Anyways, what are my opinions on yo pronouns? I don't really have too much of an opinion. And it feels like that shouldn't be really a thing I could speak on since I don't use them. I mean, I guess you can use them since I can go by any pronouns, but I don't really care as long as they're like actually harmful or make up harmful things about them. Like you probably know what I mean. Like I don't know what to say, but overall, don't have too much of an opinion. Okay, and next one is how did I find out about emo and scene culture, and why did I use it for my doll collection? I don't really use scene or emo culture in my doll collection, even though I kind of have before. I kind of want to make. I mean, I'm in the process of actually making a scene doll, I've seen Baby Abdul. I'm coloring her hair pink currently, which I barely started on. But I did find out about through social media. I mean, email I've known about for a long time, but was just with stereotypes. Well, it was mostly just email stereotypes, but mostly found out about it online on social media, and I just thought it was cool. I really like the aesthetic. It just suits me. Even though at first I thought that kidcore was more for me, kidcore or decora was more my aesthetic, but it seems like that scene or scene core has stuck with me more. Yes, both scene and scene core. I know they're different things. I don't think they should both be hated on, and and scene people shouldn't be bullying scene core people. I think we should just like get along. But I'm guessing like both. Maybe a little bit of emo, a little bit of kidcore mixed in, and maybe a little bit of indie kid too. Mainly scene, and I'm mainly using my Furby since I don't know. I just find the aesthetic overall nostalgic for some reason, and I find this generation of Furbies pretty nostalgic since these are the Furbies I mainly grew up with, and I still have some Furbies from when I was a kid, but two of them are broken, and I guess one of them is like half broken. But I still have some from when I was a kid, which is so cool. But this one was from eBay. Oh, I didn't close the battery pack, so it just keeps falling off. So I just like to cooperate because I think it looks cool on my Furbies, and it looks cool on dolls. I actually overall love alternative fashion, and I think it's absolutely cool. And I'm actually gonna be getting like some scene stuff, scene core, scene stuff. I mean, I'm already wearing some scene emo related stuff at the moment. I was actually wearing fishnet gloves, but I took them off because they can get comfortable for a while. Okay, how's the chat doing? And also, I did not give shout outs. I don't really give shout outs anymore since I don't really take video requests as much. When did I start? Okay, sorry. So someone asked, when did I start my Furby collection? I started my Furby collect. That was a turn my phone off. So I started my Furby collection back when I was a kid, obviously. I mean, I did have Furbies here and then. I had a couple of Generation 1 Furbies before. And I remember having another one. And I did have another one at one point. But I barely remember what it looked like. But I think we donated it a long time ago. And I know we did have one. And I don't know how to describe it, but I'm guessing it was maybe black with green white. Let me try to find it. I could barely remember what it looks like. Or it could have been the gorilla one that was brown and black. Like, I don't know why I couldn't remember it, but I could remember the Furby baby, even though I got the Furby baby way before that other one. So let me look it up. I'm gonna go to the list of Furbies. Yeah, but I know that my grandparents actually had Furbies way before me. Like, and I have two of them that they had before. One was from some garage sale, and the other one was from an estate sale. And I think they probably got them before I was born or when I was the baby. And I currently own them, even though they're both no longer working. Oh, and they also had this tie dye one before I was born. Since they saw a couple of kids playing with Furby, so I get this pretty tie dye one, which I definitely want one of my dream Furbies. So I had this tie dye one, but then they gave it to some other kid in like the early 2000s. Here, let me find it. Or maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Maybe it could have been the mink. Or raccoon, I don't know. I barely remember it. I mean, I could probably look through photos, but it was actually probably the husky, if anything. This guy actually could have been him, but I barely remember. I got it when I was 5 or 6 from some antique store. And of course, I loved it, but I have no idea what happened to it. But at least I still have the Furbies that my grandparents previously had, and they're doing all right, despite them not working anymore. And my TikTok just refreshed itself. I went completely off topic. When I started my Furby collection, great. But but basically started. But yeah, once again, I started when I was a kid. I was probably like 7 or 8. Okay, here's a funny one. Have the Furbies ever kiss each other? I mean, excuse me. I mean, I make my Furbies kiss sometimes. Like that, or I could just make them make out, but their mouths have to go. It's not gonna work with the G1 models. But it has worked with the G3 models, which I don't feel like grabbing right now. Besides Saturn. Okay, so what's my favorite color? I like pink, but I also like rainbows. I think rainbows are cool. Here, I want to check how this pony's doing, since I'm trying to give it bangs. Or in the process of it. Yeah. I mean, I tried. And I don't know which one this is because I don't feel like checking for the name right now. And do I like clowns? Guess depends. Guess depends what kind of clown it is. Like if it's like a cute clown, then sure. But if it's like those creepy porcelain clown dolls, then no. What do I think about Squishmallows? I think they're cute, but maybe just a little bit overrated for a stuffed animal. But in fact, I do actually have one on my bed that I sleep with every night. I don't have to show it to you, but ignore my sleep bed. But it's right there. I sleep with it. I think it's really soft and cute. How many fairies do I have? Fairies. They probably meant Furbies, but it's like 40 to 50 something. I haven't counted in a while, and I don't feel like counting. I keep forgetting how many I have. Since I'll only count regular Furbies and I do not count McDonald's ones or Furby merchandise. And I do have some Furby merchandise. I even have an official, a licensed Furby Halloween costume that no longer fits me. but I'm keeping it there for collector purposes. Do I have any Furbies that speak a language other than English? If so, what language do they speak? All of my Furbies actually speak English, even though I definitely want a Furby that could speak another language that isn't English. I mean, they technically do not. They technically all speak another language that isn't English called Furbish. But every Furby speaks Furbish, but as like their secondary language, all of them speak English. Except for the Furblings and Furby Party Rockers, they speak Furbish only. But overall, I do not have any foreign Furbies. Well, except for this new box Canadian one and this Canadian one. Yes, he is Canadian since he has this tag. And I got him from Canada. So he is a foreign Furby, but he speaks English only. He does not speak French or anything. Even though they did produce French Canadian Furbies, but this one speaks English. It has the same pre-recorded voice lines as other 2012 English speaking Furbies from America. So yeah, all of them speak English since I've gotten all my Furbies from America except for, well, from North America, except for one that came from Russia. Fun fact, I got one of them from Russia, but it speaks English only for some reason. Even though they did produce Russian-speaking Furbies, but I guess the store didn't carry any Russian ones. They only had English ones. So I guess technically not a foreign one. But I don't know. Do I like crows? No, I don't really have an opinion about crows. They're birds. And they dump their... I mean, they can be kind of annoying. They usually have babies near our pool or just in that place, and then every summer they would have babies, and then the parents usually cleaned up after the baby, so they basically pick up their poop from their mouth, and then they drop their baby's poop in the pool. I know, pretty disgusting. And then it sometimes gets into the pool, so we had to put some stuff in there so they could do it less, which has mostly helped, but they're crows, they hate us. But I don't know if it's crows, it's probably a different kind of bird, but they're probably just regular blackbirds that toss their babies' crap into our pool so predators don't find them. So that's pretty much it with the questions. That's just overall it. So I'll be keeping this video up for excuse me. I'll be keeping this video up for anyone else to watch in case they missed the stream. So this is it for this live stream. So thanks for watching. Bye bye. And Saturn says bye.